Welcome back to the Big Movie Mouth Off. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
And I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN Entertainment.
We're still here at Ruby Cinema Pub reviewing some films, and now we're going to talk about, well, George Lucas is back, I would say. But he doesn't really have anything new in his hands to deliver to everybody. Basically what he's doing now, he's jumping on the gimmick of 3D. And he's coming with The Phantom Menace, Episode 1, Star Wars. Basically, and you've probably seen the film, but it's the story of Anakin as a child on his journey to become Darth Vader. There's a pod race in there somewhere, some spaceships flying. You know the story. But basically what we want to talk about is a 3D conversion.
Yeah, this is post-production 3D conversion.
Yeah,
which
wasn't shot in it.
Yeah, exactly. Which means an existing print, even whether it was shot digitally or not, with 3D to supposedly deepen the image. And things,
I think it's to deepen Lucas's pockets.
Things were promised as far as what we would see in 3D.
Yeah.
I don't think they lived up to what they said we were going to see in 3D, Jimmy. I don't.
And we get a lot of crap from a lot of people that we don't like 3D. I don't like 3D. I don't.
No.
I like it when it's used well. I'll say when it's shot in 3D or something like that.
Right.
There are times where I have enjoyed it, but in the time that we're living in, and pretty much everything is delivered in 3D, and 95% of it is just crappy conversions that just give me a headache.
Yes.
I don't enjoy it.
For example, Sex and the City 3, I don't want to see in 3D. But I
don't really
digress.
want to see Sex and the City 3.
But I'm sure it's happening.
Ew, I can smell it from here. But this time around, you know, I thought, if anybody's talked to me for more than 5 minutes about the prequels, I hate them. Don't like them. But I will watch this for the 3D conversion and see whether it's good or not. We watched it. I saw, oh gosh.
90 minutes.
90 minutes
of it.
And I'll admit, we walked out, because first of all, I've seen Phantom Menace, and I've already had Lucas take that much of my life away.
Yes, and the big promised scenes, the pod race,
what
the opening space battles,
what
right?
What should be your reason for seeing this? Pod race and space battles.
Right.
And we stayed through those, and I would take my glasses off, and half of it's not even in 3D.
No, it was simply stuff that was in background.
It's like blurry trees and and the cup on the table.
Right.
That's it. And for me, it just solidifies my belief that George Lucas will jump on any gimmick to once again re-release the prequels and the original trilogy to make more money. Now, as a businessman, that's the most smart thing you can do, because why do much work when you can make millions and millions of more dollars?
Right.
Which it has. Which now, if I believe, based on the 3D conversion and the re-release, has now made more money than all of the Star Wars or any of the other Star Wars films.
Yes, it's
now up to
$1 billion.
Yeah,
worldwide.
So business-wise, I get it, George. I understand. I wish I could make money that easy. But for the common moviegoer, just watch it at home. If you want, shake your head real fast and make it blurry, and that's just pretty much how it's going to look to you.
Right. Plus, it's available in Blu-ray, which has a crisper image.
And that's my other thing too, is that with 3D films, and it really makes me more mad with animated films, but you're putting on sunglasses essentially, and it darkens the image. And Phantom Menace is a very bright film, from their desert scenes to all that kind of stuff, and it just ruins it by putting on these sunglasses. And so you're right, watch it home on Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray conversions are beautiful. So I would say, what's the ticket now? $13 per person. Don't take your family to see Phantom Menace in 3D.
No.
Go buy the Blu-ray set with that money saved,
Yes.
and enjoy it at home, because you probably have a comparable theater system nowadays.
Or psst, there are 2D options available in theaters too.
Yeah, but you're still watching the Phantom Menace.
But if you must see a Star Wars film theatrically, I'm just saying. And by the way, 3D does not add any dimension to the film's terrible performances.
Oh, gross. All right, well, I won't review the film itself because I'll get really mad and stuff. But for the 3D conversion, I'm gonna give it like a 1.5 stars. That's all I can do. I mean, there were so many opportunities missed. I mean, creatures are coming at the screen, and I'm going, that should be in 3D, and it's just flat. I'm like, well, then you're just missing the opportunity.
Yeah. Pod race. Darth Maul attacking. You're right, a 1.5 stars. Coming up after the break, we'll be talking about Act of Valor, starring real-life Navy SEALs.